Yes, today I will do proper reflections on what has been happening this week. Um, it is not something I should not explain to each and every one of you who want to listen to these videos. This video will be very short because I don't want to make long videos here, and because later on we are going to be talking about market structure. Going to be talking about market structure. Now I try to make my trading setup what called automatic, and something that I don't have to bother about it. Even when I'm not present, I will still have to trade without even care about what is happening on the chart. So right now, this diagram that you see here is very important. It's very important. It's very important. Very important. As you can see it, all this diagram is very important. All this diagram is very important. What do you need to do for here is what called precisely. Name this thing now. Market structure. Yes, let me name it market structure because of your current knowledge. What you are seeing here is market structure. My own market structure map out. In this market, you can come and make your own choice as the way you want to trade. So I have this trading strategies or setup, whatever you call it. I've been trying to build, and it is not easier to build a setup. It's not easy to build a setup from a scratch. Is not an easier task. You must go through a stage of losses and a stage of um, disappointment, honestly, for you to be able to build up the setup. But currently we have mapped out something huge, something great, that we you can see now on the chart. We see that we have a high levels of skills mapped out. If it does not give us money right now, uh, in days or in few days to come, now we see that we are going to print out money the way we follow the setup. So what we're going to be seeing here now is I want to do proper reflection about what has been happening. Um, that cost me FOMO, what they call it, FOMO. That cost me FOMO, and that is what I want to be talking about today, about FOMO, how it cost me FOMO. And let me go to the chat. Like when we came to this year, the one I started trading this account, my first trade on this account is actually an amazing trade. Yes, this is my first trade here. I got this trade from this place, but FOMO take me out of it. I closed the trade before the market reached the zone. I took this trade there and targeting this zone. This is the zone I'm targeting. That if I take this trade here, I'll close this market for this particular place. And when I see this reaction from here, because of FOMO, I close the market. Then after that, fear enter in. As fear enter in, I saw that the market is launching. I tried to jump into the market. But my mind told me like, guy, why are you trading with FOMO? You don't have to do that. They have your system. Close it. I close it and go out of the chart. And when this in, that is why I did not take this trade, because based on my system, I need to take this trade here, this trade that come from this place, because I have closed this trade from this particular zone. Yes, because I've closed this trade from here, I decided not to take this one, and I'm anticipating pullback from this place. So FOMO come again, FOMO come inside again. So when I take into the trade, you will see what happened. My target is to enter this trade from here, to enter the trade from this particular zone and close it for this zone. This is where I want to close the market. And after I enter the trade, that's the reason why if my first entry gets lost, and the second entry will be very hard for me to spot it until, because I will be trading it with FOMO, because I will try to get into the trade. I will say I know my setup, I need to enter it, and those things will make me be losing the market. So the market close, no, the market did not close me. What happened is that when I see that this reaction is going fast, so much fast, I decided to close this market. I close it myself. I can't lie, the market did not close me. I closed it myself. And guess what? The market launched. It launched from that particular zone to the our next take profit. FOMO enter inside again, and I hear FOMO enter inside. This is where FOMO enter inside. I know that I want to do my buy from here. After this first buy, our second buy should come from this. After this is the first buy, our second buy should come for this particular zone, because we have to take the low for the second buy to be valid for our strategy. Then I enter the trade from this particular zone. uh my stop loss was not where I supposed to put it. The place the market closed me is where I put my stop loss, which where should be my entry, which means I play it recklessly. I play it recklessly with FOMO. FOMO, I play it, that a fear of missing out. I play it recklessly, and the market hit me out. So the first the when I, if say, because my target is that if I enter this market from this zone, I'll be closing it within the first range. This is the first range. Let's say if I enter the market, uh, if to say I enter the market, as I enter the market, my first take profit is here, is to close it for this zone. So then after the market closed me out, I decided not to enter the trade, because I always lost my, I don't try to force the market after I have missed my entry. I left it, and the market played to that particular zone. Then when the market reached here, I decided to do what? Yes, FOMO came in. I decided to do what? To buy it, continue launching. But after enter the trade, the other one say, "Guy, what rubbish are you doing?" Because of FOMO again, I close it, because I know that this particular zone, we have never broken this zone at all. So we should not be anticipating anything by. So I close the market, because it's not my entry. I close it. Then as I close the market launch back to here. If I don't made that particular mistake, I don't normally have to force a trade. And I left the market. So this is what happened again. I tried to enter the trade again, but the other one told me that this is not your entry. Do not enter. As I enter the market, I close it. That is FOMO again. Sound of FOMO again. I was actually occupied. When I came, I saw that the market is getting to my zone. I will try to rush. That is another FOMO. So what's happened? I decided to close the market. I closed, but I'm into a position since that last week. When I get to my zone, I enter the trade. I will show you the position I entered. That was this is the position. I've been on this position for over 2 weeks now. I never close it, because I have a lot of things I'm doing. This is I entered the trade. This is a particular entry. As I entered the trade, 4,000. I entered the trade, and my target is should be like 4,250. That is my target. So today FOMO came in again. Say, yeah, you should have said this thing. I tried to sell it here, but dude, I use 1 minute, because it's not my it's not my trading. I just use 1 minute. Say when I do this thing, the thing just do one kind of rubbish. I leave it. But I know that I still into a position which I'm expecting to reach this particular zone. That is where I'm trying to take the trade to that particular zone. But now, what did I do now? I have mapped my trade into a four stage, four stage of four stage, four stage. That first stage, I will be analyzing it on the next video. So just like this video and share it. And because if you look at this chart now, let me show you now. You see what will happen now. Look at this chart. This chart now is being strategized into a four stage. Now let me analyze the chart to explain it into a four stage. You can see this is a red. This is the first stage. This is the same color that this color this color that look like blue is the second stage, and this color, this yellow color, is the third stage. But if you look at the price are not the same thing. The price figure are quietly different, which means I will analyze you all these things in the next videos. So this is the mistake we have been making since all these days, and it is not a bad thing. We learn it to be able to have confidence on our own setup. So, but now I have mapped my strategy into a four stage. Anything more than that is just a waste of time. So, anything more than this four stage, I've mapped my trade, is just waste of time. First stage of my trading. But from now till let's say from now to the end of this year, you're going to see the result of this strategy. So, guys, it is very important for you to try to find your way to express yourself on this chart. You can do this at your own wish. You can try to learn from others. So you can just come and sit down and learn. But what I would advise you to do is that you started learning from other people's experience so that you will not stay long time, because I try to learn or based on my own experience. It takes me long time now, but there is no cost. There is no cost for anything. The time I spend here worth it, because it is something I have to build. I need to be a good teacher, because I want to teach people. If I want to just make money, I can just copy signals and start making money. And I don't even bother to come to the chat and learn. So if they lose, I lose. If they win, I win. So but I want to be a good teacher. That is the reason why I try to learn all the lessons, the losses and everything, so that I can be able to teach people what to do and how to do it, and for people to have to express themselves. So guys, let's jam up together and do things here. Like these videos and share it for your friend. If you want anything from me, you can just message me or send me a text message. I will definitely attend to you. Thank you so much for this wonderful moments. Thank you.